Good morning, y'all, and happy Thankful Thursday. First, I'd like to say, since it is Thankful Thursday, give thanks to somebody today. Show gratitude. Tell somebody thank you for being in my life. Give somebody a long paragraph about how much you love and care about them and how thankful you are that they're in your life. And if it's not for somebody else, write a gratitude letter to an item or to yourself for just being you. But gratitude is one of the best ways to get yourself out of a funk. And if you practice it daily, you will start to see positive impacts on your life. So today, the topic is coping strategies. Now, when I talk about coping strategies, I'm talking generally about how to deal with certain mental health issues, but I also understand that coping skills can be used for everyday situations as well, stressful situations, anything. So, I'm going to dive into it. Coping mechanisms are behaviors that aim to avoid stress or unpleasant emotions. These behaviors can be positive or negative. Problem-focused coping aims to eliminate or change the source of your stress, while emotion-focused coping helps you to change the way you react to stressors. Some examples of coping mechanisms would be deep breathing, meditation, positive affirmations, journaling, counseling. I would say, in my personal opinion, one of the best coping mechanisms to use in a problem-based situation and in an emotionally escalated situation would be breath work. When you do breath work, and what I mean by that is, for example, you inhale for 5 seconds, exhale for 5 seconds, rest and repeat until you feel your anxiety level go down, you feel your heart rate go down, you feel your stress kind of melt away a little bit. I'm not saying it's going to take away the problem altogether, but it will bring down the stress level, bring awareness and mindfulness to how you're feeling in that moment, grasping that present moment and understanding it, and then figuring out how you're going to move forward with that emotion or problem. Another really good one is meditation. I don't meditate as often as I used to. I used to do it every morning. I'm getting back on my grind as I make these videos because I think it's important for me to live the lifestyle that I talk about. So I will say that that's one thing that's on my list to start doing again is meditation. Meditation is instrumental in healing. I used to wake up every morning, get myself together, do my meditation, and start my day off at a very calm cadence. My mornings were not rushed or hectic. I was relaxed. I brought mindfulness to my intention for the day at the beginning of the day, and I was able to do something that I felt was positive. Another great coping mechanism is journaling. There's so many different ways that you can do it. You can write stuff out and keep it forever. You could write something negative and rip up the page so that way you get rid of it. I think journaling is very helpful we live in a very social media based world, and a lot of people get aggravated and it shows through the way that they post throughout the day. Journaling avoids drama in the sense that as long as you keep what you put in your journal to yourself, nobody knows how you feel about them and nobody is there to argue with you about it. And you may realize that, oh shoot, this was silly. I might be tripping. And 20 minutes later, after you wrote something down, you might realize, oh, I don't even feel that way anymore. Because emotions are so temporary, you have to be able to understand, like, this might not last long enough for the repercussions of me talking about it would be. Positive affirmations. Starting your day off with some affirmations. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am ready to kick today's ass. whatever type of affirmation that you feel applies to you, and you need to believe this, because we tend to second guess ourselves. We tend to have less confidence that we have the ability to do the things that we really want to do than what the ability we actually possess. Like, the capability we actually have is so much greater than we realize, but we psych ourselves out and we overthink ourselves out of actually doing those things and applying it. When you tell yourself affirmations every day, you start to believe those affirmations to the point where who can stop me? If I'm beautiful and I'm strong and I'm independent and I'm all these things, why can't I do what I want to do? Why can't I get past this episode? Why can't I? You can. You have to remind yourself that you can. And I think that that's much more important than a lot of people realize, because you hear affirmations and you're just like, oh, no, it's very important. It's very important to remember who you are. I would say just a few things that have helped me personally. There's an app called Soul. This app is for spiritualists. And not only spiritualists, it's for people that are religious. Like, I think that it's for everybody, because it teaches you about different spiritual practices. It does not tell you need to follow any single one of them. It just teaches you about different religious practices. I think that expanding the mind is a very good way as well to cope with things, because it can offer a distraction, but it's a positive distraction. You're not focusing on a negative emotion. You're focusing on a positive, and you're also expanding your brain every time you do something like that. Duolingo, getting on and learning something. Getting on something and learning something. Even if it's only for 5 minutes a day, and it's something as simple as getting on Duolingo, which is a very easy app, in my personal opinion, to navigate in order to learn a new language. Broadening your horizons, going to the gym, that's a huge one. Getting your body together is a huge confidence booster, and it also is a distraction. It also builds endorphins. So instead of using a negative coping skill like smoking marijuana or drinking, you can go to the gym and you can achieve the same high, but you're actually doing something positive. And then over time, as your body starts to evolve, you feel like a much more confident and better person. So it's a win. Calling your friends, talking to your friends or family, having a counselor and being able to reach out to them. Just having conversations with family, spending time with family and friends. Go out and do something that you enjoy doing. Go to the park. Go to the beach. Go somewhere. But I want to say that one of the most important things to remember is that we live life in a rush. We just want everything right now. And when we get frustrated, we don't take the time to say, you know what? I am overwhelmed right now. I need about 5 minutes and a sip of coffee before I come back to this. There is absolutely nothing wrong with getting frustrated and saying, you know what, I'm about to walk away from this. I'm about to go to my car. I'm about to sit. I'm about to think. I'm about to bring awareness to how I really feel. And I'm about to come back in here and I'm about to kill this. And you will come back in and kill it. But if you just keep pushing yourself through an episode and you're not dealing with the emotions, I was just talking to my therapist about this yesterday. If you don't deal with the emotions, they don't go away. You're just pushing them off until a later time. And what happens when you push your emotions is that they pile up, and eventually they explode. Don't allow yourself to explode. The moment you start to feel like you're ramping, or you're getting into an episode, or you're veering off to the wrong lane, stop. Take a minute. Do whatever one of those coping mechanisms helps you in that moment, and then come back and approach the situation the way that you know that you can now, that you have removed the negativity from yourself. So thank you for hearing me out. Have a wonderful, thankful Thursday. And yeah.